Oh boy, the Sith always betray one another. But I'm sure you'll learn that soon enough, as she fell into the Sarlacc maw forever. Having passed Vader's test, he told his apprentice of his true goal: to defeat his Sith master and of the Galactic Empire take control. But suddenly Vader's blade impaled through his chest, and he was hurled into the void of space to be laid to rest. Palpatine had come to suspect Vader's treachery, and he was forced to kill him to prove his loyalty. Starkiller, a weapon forged in shadow, Vader's secret apprentice, no one could know. Trained to help him overthrow the Emperor and take the throne, but Starkiller would carve a destiny of his own. But Vader recovered him and brought him aboard the Empirical. Starkiller survived through cybernetics and force of will. Palpatine would have no knowledge of Starkiller's resurrection, and Vader had a plan to